Hey, Browns fans, Bears fans, and burnouts. This is your main man, J-Rex, here with my main man, Be Weird. What's going on, brother? How you doing this evening? It's been a little bit.
It has been a little bit. It's been a long week for us, but now it's football season. We should be back on track. NFL free or NBA free agency starting tonight. I'm
Yeah, it's
watching the Pro Disc Golf Championships, so it's a good
Mrs.
night.
Rex is watching the Olympics downstairs.
Yeah,
So there's a lot of sports going on.
Simone Biles will be competing tomorrow night, correct?
Tomorrow morning, I think, or like
Oh yeah, maybe
3
yeah,
a.m. I don't
really
know. I don't
early
fucking know.
with the time change. Yeah, I'm not sure what time, but
I don't know. I don't know how far it is to Japan.
that's great. That's good. She's getting back out there though, and she's gonna at least get to compete in something.
People are nasty, man.
They really are.
Good for her. People are nasty.
Yeah.
Um, some nasty stuff. Fantasy football.
Yeah. So all right, man. I'm in 3 money leagues this
Okay.
year. Two
Right.
of them I won last year. The other one is
Hmm.
with like some of the same people from the smaller one, but
Right.
then it's like other people that weren't in any of the leagues last year.
Yeah.
And I'm got 2 dates already set for the drafts and everything. Like everybody's paid, everybody's all set. And the big league that we're both in, we don't
Right.
even like have our keeper list or anything yet.
No, it's true. We don't. And we're not going to use any names because it's not what we do on the show, but shame on the commissioner of our league. That's all I have to say.
It's something that I feel like we've said before, and
He's
we're
not the
kind
most
of
considerate person. I'll leave it at that.
just beating a dead horse with that. I feel like,
Yeah.
but
Yep.
at the same
Hmm.
time, it is
Hmm.
our more expensive league, and it should be handled
Oh,
as
it's almost
such.
$100, man, a
All
person.
right, like that's
Yeah.
not like
It's
a
almost
ton of money,
$100 a
but
person.
it's a good amount of money for fantasy football. I feel like.
Yeah, it's more than I spend on gambling on anything else in my
Right,
life. Let me tell you
right.
that much.
Yeah, football season is the only time I really gamble
Yeah,
a
I don't
lot.
really gamble on anything besides like fantasy football, to be honest. I'm not doing another league this year though. I don't like playing in multiple leagues. It's not my
Yeah,
thing.
I don't know. I like it.
All right, teach his own. All right,
Yeah.
let's get into the NFL,
All
shall
right.
we?
Well, yeah, it's some to each his own news.
Right. I mean, 90% of the Browns are vaccinated, 100% of the coaching staff is vaccinated. The big notable is John Johnson III right now is not vaccinated. I think they're probably still trying to convince him, but we'll see.
Yeah.
So,
I don't know
are you
how.
surprised?
Uh, no, I'm not surprised at all. I think Stefanski wants them to take this seriously. They got fucked last year
Yeah.
because of COVID. They're not trying to get fucked like that again.
Yep.
Plain and simple.
Right.
You know, they're taking it seriously, and that's good. I'm happy to
Dude, can I
say
be honest with you, man?
the
What's
vaccine.
going on with the Delta variant and everything? If you're not vaccinated, you're risking your life by being outside. You
You are.
literally are risking your life. The Delta variant is extremely dangerous, and I encourage everyone to get vaccinated.
Yeah, I'm with it.
All right. With that being said, good. Next.
Um, all right, here. You think the
All right.
Browns should try to trade for Xavier Howard?
No, I don't.
No.
They have people to pay right now. That man's going to want to be paid, and we have our homegrown talent. We just spent a number one draft pick on a corner. Although if this dude wants to come cheap, or play, be a rental for us for a
Right.
year or something like that, like I'm down with that. But like I don't want to sign him. Like, well, you can use as many corners you can get your hands on, but I don't want to sign him to a huge long term contract.
Yeah. No.
Denzel Baker need to get paid too, dog.
I think this year is kind of like the year for a lot of our corners to kind of prove themselves for who's going to
Right.
really be here moving forward.
Dude, Denzel is or not Denzel. Newsom is a first round draft pick, dog.
Yeah,
He should be a starting corner right off the bat if you're a
should
first
be.
round draft pick.
Yeah,
Denzel Ward started right off the bat, was sick as fuck
yeah,
immediately.
yeah.
So, I mean, Ohio
The
State just builds
Browns
fucking
Browns actually have a pretty decent history of drafting corners. At least
Joe
like
Hayden, Denzel Ward. Yeah.
yeah, like there's some decent corners they've drafted.
Oh yeah, dude. What am I? The dog pound. I'm like fucking spacing right now. Um, shit. What the fuck? Oh my god, the guys in the corner are the corners of the dog pound. I can't remember their names. I'm like an idiot. I'm such an idiot.
I
All
don't know.
right.
This is a stoner moment. We haven't had one in a few
Right,
weeks.
hold on. You keep going. I have to look this up.
All right.
Hold on.
Well, we got Nick Chubb signed an extension, 3 years, $36.6 million. That's done and decided. We can put that to rest. That's nice. Good news for
Thank
all
God it
Browns
is.
fans.
Okay, it's Dixon and Minifield. I'm like such an idiot. Dixon and Minifield were incredible corners for the Browns. Okay. Sorry. I had to look that up. That was bothering me. Hanford Dixon and Frank Minifield.
Huh.
Okay?
Okay.
That's where the dog pound
Like
comes from because they used to
it
bark.
taking it way back.
Yeah, this is in the 80s. This is not
Uh,
that. This is like the Kozar era. This isn't that far back.
it's before we were born.
True. Facts. All right, sorry. So they signed Nick Chubb, and that's balling. And they got a
Yeah.
hometown discount, didn't they not?
Yep. I feel like they did. I mean,
Yeah.
yeah. I feel like
Yeah.
we did. For
Yeah.
sure.
He got a hometown discount. I
He
don't even think he's like the highest paid running back right now.
No,
He's like seventh.
he loves being here. His family loves being here. The team loves him here. We all love him here. I'm happy that they got it done.
Do you think that him taking a hometown discount sets the tone for the rest of the team?
Sure as fuck does, because you better believe that at least most of the other players will do the same if they keep
Do you
winning.
think Baker will take a hometown discount?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Okay.
Absolutely.
All right.
I'll
Denzel Ward. The
I'll
next two big people you have to sign are Denzel Ward and Baker Mayfield.
I'll book
That's who you have
that.
to resign.
I'll book that right now on Baker.
Okay.
Denzel
Okay.
Ward. It will depend on the secondary this season and how it all plays out.
Okay.
Because he might think that he can go somewhere else and get paid a lot more money because we're just that loaded in the backfield now.
I mean, Greedy Williams needs to still come out and perform. He's still your number
Oh
one.
yeah.
He's still your shutdown corner.
Right. Like we could have like 3 or 4 number 1 corners.
So I heard a funny quote today about Nick Chubb, and I have to repeat it on the show.
Hey,
So they asked Nick Chubb in college, why aren't you on the social media? Why aren't you tweeting? Why aren't you on Instagram? Like, why don't you do any of that? You don't promote yourself at all. And he goes, "Did you see any commercials for Ferraris?"
Right.
That just sums up Nick Chubb.
I mean, hey, before our second episode, I didn't have a Twitter account or anything.
I didn't have a Twitter account until a couple of years ago. I'm not and I didn't have that many followers up until the last couple of last year or two. So,
I'm not a huge social media guy.
No, I hate Facebook, to be honest.
Yeah,
I can't stand it. It's the worst.
I share pretty pictures of nature and music and football and
pictures of the Grateful
stuff
Dead
like
and
that.
Jerry's Bears.
Yeah.
Happy birthday to Jerry Garcia yesterday, by the way, everyone.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, big shout out to Jerry. Thinking about it, happy Jerry. You're an inspiration.
Absolutely.
All right. Someone who's not an inspiration.
I'll let you take the lead on this.
Carson Wentz, that dumb fuck, broke his foot and now is done for 5 to 12 weeks. Colts are basically fucked. Well, and I think that both of us can agree that Skip probably had one of the worst takes we've ever heard when it came to Carson Wentz.
I mean,
but I want to explain to everyone. So Skip's takes, everyone was the caveat was Carson Wentz was going to have a year if he didn't get hurt. And my response
didn't get hurt.
And I responded to Skip very clearly was he will get hurt, so it doesn't matter. That's what I'm telling you.
Right. And sure enough, first week of training camp.
He's done for 6 months.
Jeez, not 6 months, but I mean,
no, I exaggerate.
2 to 3.
2 to 3. Yeah, 5 to 12 months is a long period of time.
2 weeks. Yeah.
Honestly, it very much is.
Yeah.
So I don't know. He's garbage. I watched him for years with Mrs. Rex. He's really bad. He's not going to play football anymore. He can't do it, dude. Am I wrong?
No. I mean, I said at the end of last season that nobody should sign him and that he shouldn't be on an NFL roster. Nope. And when the Colts signed him, I was dumbfounded, really. I didn't really have words for it.
Stupid.
It wasn't anything that made sense to me. Carson Wentz had 1 year that he played good until he got hurt, and then career journeyman backup won the Super Bowl for the Eagles. Like, I don't know. It's nothing to write home about.
He's garbage, dude. He's no one.
Right.
Browns dodged a bullet in 2016 trading that draft pick. Sacha Brown was right. Him and Goff were garbage.
Yeah.
Both of them were
100%.
trash. Just
100%.
trash. All right. Some other worthless trash. Justin Houston signed a 1-year deal with the Ravens.
You think that's a trash signing?
He's older. I mean, I don't know. I think I don't know how much tread he's got left.
I still think he's a difference maker. They have enough pieces that just bringing him in and being able to know where to be and what to do.
Who else is on that defense, dude?
I don't know. I can't give you names right now. I'm stoned.
Okay,
And
Marlon Humphreys, and that's like it. There's nobody else on that defense, dude.
I don't know. I guess
Marcus
I will.
Peters.
I will look
Marcus
at it
Peters
and
is trash.
get back to you next week on it.
They lost everyone. They
But,
lost Judon. They lost like a lot of their good players, dog.
yeah, that's true. They did lose. Yeah.
They lost like half their defense, man. That's what I'm trying to
Not
tell
half,
you.
but they did lose a couple big pieces.
Why does nobody talk about that about them? Says
Because
just Lamar,
everything, yeah, it's all Lamar.
Lamar. Even though their defense is equally, if not more important than Lamar Jackson.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Defense wins championships.
Dude, he's one bad
that.
bad fall on a run from tearing his ACL with those skinny legs.
Like I said, just now, defense wins championships. So
damn right.
Even look at the Bucks last year. Like, sure, they put up.
It
a
wasn't
ton of
just
points,
Tom Brady,
but right, like it was the defense who put up like half of those points.
Levante David, that guy's a fucking animal. Shaq Griffin, like that defense was loaded.
Yeah. Big Ben, Steelers' biggest question mark, I think. Would you agree with that?
Yeah.
Like more than their offensive line?
I think he's tied to the offensive line, though. I think because they don't have an offensive line, he's a liability. You know how many balls he's going to put up for interceptions next season?
Yeah.
Because he's going to almost get lit up, and they have no way of spraying Najee Harris.
That man, Najee Harris, to feast on him. That kid's an idiot.
Yeah, he's running his mouth, Najee Harris. He needs to shut the fuck up.
Yeah, that kid's an
Go out there and play. You haven't taken a snap in the NFL, dude. You're running your mouth.
All right, so here's some stats and a question for you.
Yeah.
The Steelers have the 4th most wins in the last 10 seasons, only behind the Patriots, the Packers, and the Seahawks.
Okay.
They have no losing season since 2003, which is 4 years before Tomlin took over, and no losing seasons under Mike Tomlin at all.
All right.
Can this be the year that they have a losing season?
I don't know. I mean, well, they have the hardest schedule in the NFL, right?
I don't know. I think they do. That, do they?
I think they do. They do. They have the hardest ranked schedule in the NFL. That's really tough for me to say. I mean, we'll have to see how things play out. I mean, if Ben gets hurt early on and you're trying out Mason Rudolph,
that's just not fair, dude. Like that's
I don't know.
That's not fair.
We'll have to see.
They'll have to grab Terry Bradshaw out of the announcer booth or whatever.
Yeah, right. Fucking bring back Tommy Maddox.
Right? Like, oh man,
I miss Tommy Maddox. All right. I got a topic for us to talk about here.
All right.
Neither Lamar, Baker, or Josh Allen have signed contract extensions. What do you think?
I think that they have plenty of time to do so, and none of them are in a rush. Lamar is content. He knows he's going to be in Baltimore. You know, like he loves it there. He's like Baker hair. They're made to be where they are.
But here's my question to you, dude. If Lamar gets hurt, he's done. Like they're gonna why would you not be in a rush, especially if you're Lamar? Like all these players that get signed, that's how I would feel. I would be in a rush.
This is the way I look at each one of them. All right, I'll give you each one individually.
Okay.
So with Lamar, I agree with you. He should be the first one that wants to sign an extension, and
Right.
he should want to set what that bar is and not care if somebody gets paid more because his style of play is more risky.
Correct.
Plain and simple.
That's plain and simple. That's how I feel.
He
Yeah.
should try to secure his future sooner rather than later.
Right. Exactly.
Baker is in no rush. I feel like he knows he's going to be in Cleveland. He knows that they're going to work something out one way or another. Like they will
Right.
agree upon something. He will be here. This team is on the upswing. We're going places. And I think Baker probably feels the same exact way.
Okay.
Josh Allen is in a very odd situation now. And as a Browns and a Bears fan, I can feel for Buffalo fans right now because they might be moving to Texas.
Can you imagine
So
the Austin Bills?
if they move to Austin, Josh Allen is going to be the centerpiece of that team.
Right.
So it's good for him to wait, continue to play well, and get paid fat fucking stacks.
If they move to Austin, that would be one of the bigger. It'll be a bigger travesty than the Browns leaving Cleveland, the Bills
Yeah.
leaving Buffalo.
Yeah, that I agree with you. I mean, not now. I don't think it would be bigger, but it would be
It would
just
be
as
as
like
big of a travesty. Yeah, it'd be the same
for
level.
this
I'm sorry, I misspoke.
for the
Yeah,
city. Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
like
I misspoke. It'd be the same level of
be very
travesty.
very sad.
Yeah, it's not like, and the Raiders like have left Oakland before, so it's
Right.
not like that.
Like
And same
why the
thing with
fuck
like
does Austin need a football team?
I don't
I'm
know.
sorry.
I told you this in the text with Skip. They should go to Toronto or like. Why don't they go to Toronto? And then they don't have. Then they can like
Nah, fuck
Buffalo's literally
Toronto,
across.
St. Louis or
Sure,
somewhere
sure.
somewhere in
Yeah.
the you know. I
Fuck
guess
the
Toronto's okay.
yeah or London even. Fuck goddamn
I'm not for that whole
Austin.
expansion across seas. That's too much on the players to go back and forth like that. I
We
don't.
can get in a debate about
I'm
that for
not a
another
fan.
day.
Yeah, absolutely. We'll absolutely debate that another day.
Another day. All right. What else do we got
But
going on?
the Cardinals are asking Kyler Murray for his input on the team's personnel. Um,
That's a mistake.
that I agree that it's a mistake. They're doing it straight up because of the drama with the person that we will be breaking our moratorium on in a moment. Um,
Right.
but yeah, I think that's a mistake. He's too young for that. They need to worry about having DeAndre Hopkins playing on the field week one. Not
They're
cut.
not at the point where they need Kyler Murray's input and personnel with him. He's
Yeah,
not. He hasn't earned that. He hasn't
no.
won them a Super Bowl.
He hasn't even
Like,
won him a playoff game.
yeah, he's not even gotten. I don't think he's gotten them to the playoffs.
Right. Right.
Like Aaron Rodgers is like someone who's like won multiple MVPs and like won a Super Bowl and like been to
Aaron
multiple.
Rodgers, and it kills me to say it, and I said this to you and Skip a couple days ago, but if the Browns aren't winning it this year, and the Bears aren't winning it this year, and the Packers are there, I will root for Aaron Rodgers to win one more,
You shut your whore mouth right now.
and then
You shut it.
say fuck off and walk away from that organization.
Yeah, dude. Well, he's already said fuck off and walk away. And we'll break our
Exactly. Yeah.
moratorium. Let's break our moratorium right now. Okay. All right.
Forget
Just rip
Kyler
off the
Murray.
Band-Aid.
Yeah.
All right.
Aaron
So
Rodgers.
basically, Aaron Rodgers is back with the Green Bay Packers, and we said we were going to talk about him
He's
until he did
back.
something. And he showed up to Green Bay Packers, but he like basically is getting his contract voided at the end of the season, and he made them trade for a bunch of players and shit. Like the whole situation is completely ridiculous.
Absolutely it is. But it is what both sides had to do.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, that's what both sides had to do. This was probably my favorite interview of all time.
Yeah.
Just being honest. It was probably my favorite interview
He was a
of all
pretty big
time.
dick. He was a pretty big dick about it.
I don't think he was. I think he was honest.
No.
I think he was real. He was.
I don't think he was. I don't think
open.
I don't blame him at all. Let me explain. I don't blame him at all for what he said, but he didn't hold back and he just like unleashed on them and basically gave them like the once over pretty much.
Oh yeah. 100%.
And that's just like, and he basically ate them for lunch. But like, Here's the thing,
But the
though.
way that he said everything, he
Yeah,
presented it like, he knows that it's a business. He knows that at the end of the day, you have to do what is best for that business. But he
right.
does feel like there are certain players, and he's right, that do deserve to get a little bit of say in who they have around them and who's a good influence in the locker room, who he likes throwing to. Like that, those are important things to win. And
They are.
if
They
if your
are.
best player, the best player, not just on your team but in the league, is
He is the
trying to
best,
tell
probably
you
arguably one
is
of the best
trying to
players in the
tell
league.
you
Yeah.
something, you should listen.
Matt LaFleur should have listened to him and let them go for it on fourth down. By the way.
Well, yeah, yeah, that's such a minor decision compared to like the years of letting people go though, and
Oh,
everything
absolutely,
that
absolutely. They
he
let
laid
Jordy
out in
Nelson
that
go. They did a whole
interview.
bunch of stupid. They did a whole bunch of stupid shit.
But that's something that I've talked about on the show though, where the
Yeah,
Packers have a history of treating their veterans like that, where they just kind of let them go, or they don't bother to re-sign them, and they just don't even bring it up,
it's
and
because. Can
it's
I tell you
shitty.
something? It's because they don't have an owner to take care of the guys. Like Robert Kraft can be like, "Oh, I want to get Gronk around for Tom." You know what I mean? Stuff like
Yeah,
that. They don't have like an owner to like take care of their players. You know what I mean?
yeah,
I mean, listen, I don't like the format of the ownership in sports because things like the Bills can happen.
right.
But at the same time, there are pros to having an owner where they can come in and kind of like, sweet talk your superstars. So, and I think that's
Absolutely.
something that the Packers sorely miss.
If it wasn't for, I think, his teammates and just wanting to play like football, like wanting, like still having that passion, and probably the city, I guess, to some extent, or like the state, whatever, like with the Bucks winning the championship and him being a part owner and all that. Like,
Right.
I think that he just felt like, better to go and take the high road and try to meet
Well, I
somewhere in the middle.
I said he wasn't going to show up at all,
Yeah,
but
so did I.
yeah,
I
I
didn't
mean,
think he
it came
was.
pretty damn close to that. So, I
Yeah,
mean,
I was surprised when he came back.
yeah, I was too. All right.
At the end of the day, though, it is what both sides needed to do.
Yep.
But now the Packers are at odds with Devontae Adams because he feels like he should be getting wide receiver one money. Um, the team has also traded for Randall Cobb, who was somebody that Aaron Rodgers wanted there. I feel like we're talking about the Packers an awful lot now.
All right. I'm done talking about the Packers. It's gross. My tongue hurts.
Well, let's talk about Devontae Adams for a second here
Oh, it's
with
such
the
a shit
whole
show. What do you
Aaron
want me to tell
Rodgers
you?
thing.
It's a shit show in Green
I
Bay.
All right. So I just have one question then.
Yeah, go ahead.
Are one, two, or all three of them out next year?
Oh, they're all out.
Okay.
Yeah, they're Jerry. The fuck is that loser's name? Jerry Krauseing the team after this year.
Yep. I agree.
If people have seen The Last Dance, the GM of the Bulls, Jerry Krause, was a douchebag, and
Yeah.
basically ended the Bulls' run because he got sick of being belittled by the superstars because he was a little man.
I'm loving the way this Bulls team is coming together this year.
Uh,
We'll get into NFL or NBA stuff later though.
all right, so let's keep going through this garbage.
All right.
Dak is not worried about his shoulder at all. He'll be good to go. Great, good for the Cowboys.
Yep.
Okay, Zach Wilson. I mean, I
Looks
don't really want.
rusty.
Yeah, looks
That's
rusty.
what was expected.
Yeah, what the fuck are they gonna do?
I'm
Is
surprised
Trevor
we
Lawrence
haven't.
practicing? By the way,
All right, I was gonna say, I haven't heard much about Trevor Lawrence.
yeah, is he not killing in practice right now? Is he? He must not be practicing.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Patrick Mahomes rookie card sold for $4.3 million.
Yeah, that's okay. That's absolutely insane.
That's beyond insane.
Like, this is somebody who's younger than us, who's still barely out of his rookie contract,
Yeah,
and his
yeah.
rookie card sells for four
Four
point
point
three
three
million
mil.
dollars.
I think it was like one of those jersey from like his first game or something, like a jersey piece from one of his first games. Gem mint or some shit like that. I don't know. It's usually the jersey cards that are the ones that go for that much.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know.
I
It's
don't know.
ridiculous. It makes my magic card. It makes me hang on to my magic cards longer, right? People check your Pokemon cards, check your Magic cards.
Right.
They're worth
For
money.
real though.
Yeah.
Eric, this is a cool story, kind of.
Go ahead. You
All
get
right,
into it.
so Ohio State quarterback competition here. So we got four quarterbacks on the Ohio State roster that have never taken a snap in the college level.
Okay.
One of them just skipped their senior year of high school to play for OSU. His name is what's his name? I can't pronounce
Quinn
it.
Ewers.
Yeah, thank you. I can't pronounce
Yeah.
his last name.
Ewers.
Um, but yeah, so that's something to look at. That'd be
How do you skip
interesting.
college like that? How the fuck do you do that?
You didn't skip college. You skipped the
Or
senior
skip
year
high
of high
school. I'm
school.
sorry. How the fuck do you
I
do
don't
that? You
know.
get GED?
I honestly, I don't know. Like, I didn't read that
Do
much
you know what
into
Chris
it,
Rock calls
but
a
that was,
GED?
huh?
Good enough diploma.
Ain't that the truth? I mean,
Almost came down to that for you.
it really did. Like the last
Yeah,
second,
yeah.
the
Last
last
decade,
second.
last second, and then you got to graduate.
Yeah. I
All
just played
right.
basketball all day. I couldn't help it.
Yeah,
Oh
I
well.
know. All right.
Let's get into some
Let's try.
buds.
Yeah, let's talk about some buzz. Why don't you take us off? You got
All
some shit.
right. So this week I picked up some OBJ by Clutch. It's a nice creative sativa dominant hybrid strain. It's a cross of biscotti and orange cookies. Tastes pretty good. I've actually been smoking it in spliffs this week, which is different for me.
With tobacco?
Yeah, I've been hanging out with somebody, and that's their preferred smoking method.
What are they in Amsterdam?
No, just a
That's what they
hippie.
do in Amsterdam. That's like how the Dutch smoke their weed.
That's all right. Still get stoned.
And you used to get mad at me for blunts. Oh no, you get more than stoned. You get fucking wrecked.
Yeah. So it's been a good week though. Been having fun and yeah, been smoking
Good for
a
you.
lot of that. It's been good, creative.
All right.
Actually, had a good trip last week too, which was fun.
All right. My strain of the week is Layman's Hybrid Sativa Shatter from Cetera. It's a great shatter. I love it. It's smooth. It's got a good flavor taste to it and everything. And shout out to Dip Devices. I have their Every, which is both a pen, like a vape pen for 501 cartridges or 510 cartridges, and it's also a dabber. So like I haven't even used my torch lighter in like 2 weeks, like in like a week or like two. And all I have to do is press a button, it gets hot, and I can just take a dab. It's like super convenient.
It is.
Super convenient. I just took a dab while we were on the show.
You did just now.
Yeah. No one even knew.
It was actually. It
Um,
was very quiet.
yeah, it's super quiet. I wanted to see if anyone could hear me doing it, and no one
Yeah,
probably could.
that you could hear like when you took the actual dab, like just the very tail end, I think. But
Um, I
yeah,
definitely
it was
recommend it.
very quiet. That device is very nifty. Like just watching
It
you
was
use it.
$70. It's really not very expensive, to be honest. It really wasn't bad.
Yeah, it's not expensive for something that has all three like that.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. All right. Um,
Talk some
let's do a little
tunes.
concert of the week. Go ahead.
All right. So before we get into the actual concert here, we got kind of like three concerts, I guess, this week, sort of, right? Um,
Well, I'm gonna post a concert later on in the week when the show that I went to actually goes up, which it hasn't yet.
yeah. So we got a back-to-back feature here, basically, of Dave, right? And then
Yeah, I have a concert for everyone that's already been posted from the 23rd, and then my concert will be up later in the week, and I'll post that.
sounds perfect. And then I put up a mixtape for everybody that I thoroughly enjoy. DJ Snoopadelic, which is really just Snoop, but like another name. DJ Snoopadelic and DJ Green Lantern live from the mothership. It's like a half hour, like 33 minutes actually. But it's a funky mix instead of a concert this week. It's got like samples from all sorts of old funk and soul and R&B music and stuff. Highly suggest listening to it. Like it's literally a half an hour And if you like Snoop Dogg or any kind of like old school funk or anything, you'll find something in there for yourself.
Snoop Dogg's my favorite rapper.
So I know that. And I think that this also makes Snoop our first three-peat.
Right. That's crazy.
Is it under all three different variations or under three different variations of his name or just two?
Just two, because he's just him and Dre. It's two.
Yeah.
It's him and Dre, and him and Dre, and then this.
Well, we could do better, but we'll keep trying.
Yeah, it's okay.
All
All
right,
right,
so talk to me about your concert. I want to hear
I
about
have
it.
Dave Matthews Band concert here for everyone. So this weekend I went to one of the shows in Florida, and I'll post it for everyone when I get a chance. But I have another show from Walnut Creek, North Carolina, that Dave just put out, and
It's
it's got some
already
great hits.
posted.
It's already posted up, and it's
Yep.
got some great hits like Granny, which I saw, Gray Street, which I saw, Dancing Nancy's Warehouse, So Damn Lucky, Every Day, Stay, some really great shit. The show I went to had all those songs. You Might Die Trying. Funny story. So this is a love song that he sings called Stay or Leave.
Yeah.
And when Mrs. Rex and I first started dating, and we used to Skype because we did long distance because she lived in Philly before she moved to Florida. I sang her an entire Dave song when I was drunk over Skype,
I could
and he
picture
played.
that.
Yeah, he played the Dave song that I did. So that's Stay or Leave.
All right, well, did
It's
you
like a
sing
love
it to
song.
her when you guys were there?
Yeah, I did. And then she yelled at me and told me she wanted to hear the song.
That sounds right. Okay.
No, I'm just
Give her
kidding.
give her five for me.
Yeah, no, I'm just kidding. No. I sang the song to her though at the show. I'm
That's
just joking.
good. Good.
Yeah,
Be
no,
a
but it
good
was a great
husband.
show. Yeah, Dancing Nancy's Warehouse, Gray Street. So we were at the show, and Mrs. Rex goes, "All I want to hear is Gray Street and Every Day," and then he played Gray Street and Every Day right next to each other.
Hell yeah. That's awesome
So
when
I hadn't
something
been.
like that
I
happens.
went. It was a super spreader event, but fingers crossed.
Yeah, I mean, you'll find out in the
So
next couple days for sure.
yeah, right. So, but those are my concerts of the week for everybody. So, all right.
I still have to check out a Dave concert to be completely honest with you.
Yeah, what's funny? You know who took me to my first Dave concert?
Yeah, Ja, right?
Ja is the person who
Yeah,
took me to my first Dave concert, and this was my 11th.
that's crazy. That's a
Yeah,
lot.
I used to go twice a year because he performs down here twice, 2 nights.
Yeah.
So I used to, for like 3 or 4 years, I saw him both nights. So it adds up.
Yeah, it does. It definitely does.
So I mean, you've seen the Dead and Company.
Yeah,
I don't know if as many.
quite a few
Yeah,
times.
yeah. I've
By
only seen him once.
by this year, like the end of this year, I think it will be like 9 times. I think.
Yeah. So you're catching. You're
So,
almost. I mean, I've seen Dave
and it's
11.
in
You've seen
like
him 9.
half the years too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I got a problem.
I
Or
think
they
he's
call it being a deadhead.
right. Yeah. I mean, I go to Dave. I've seen Dave 11 times. I mean,
Yeah,
think about
that's
that.
a lot. That is.
Yeah.
All right, let's get into some baseball and some basketball and just some other stuff.
Just sports. Yeah.
Yeah,
No, I think
we don't have any
we don't
really
have
nerd
anything.
stuff this week,
Nah. It's a
but
straight. And
next
shout out to
week
Cousin
we
Bean,
will.
who tried to get on with the episode, but had some technical issues, and we're working on getting that fixed, and we want to get him on real soon.
Yeah, we
But he was
miss
going to come
him on
on
the
and help us with
show.
some shit. Yeah, with the
I,
basketball
I
analyst stuff,
I
but he couldn't
think
get on.
that next time he comes on, maybe we'll give him a promotion to
Yeah.
assistant to or assistant regional manager. I'm sorry. See, it's just habit.
I don't know. I don't know about that,
We'll see.
but we can talk about some further responsibilities, maybe.
Yeah, I like it.
All right. All right. We'll see.
Maybe arm
Right. Yeah.
assistant regional manager.
Assistant to the regional manager.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, I love you, cousin Payne. Sorry you couldn't be on the show.
All right. So let's talk a little Cubs news.
All right. So they had a
Oy
complete
vey.
fire sale.
Can you just get through? I mean, this is just
Yeah. All right. So this is going to be like painful for me to just get through real quick. But as I was actually reading an article earlier about what Chris Bryant was saying, and I'll go through what he was saying as I'm running through this.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
before I do that, I saw all this just like coming through on my phone and like getting messages on my phone about it at the same time. And like it was just like back to back to back to back. And it was just like big name, team I hate,
Right.
team I hate. Like,
Right.
oh man, it was so
Yeah.
painful to watch.
Yeah.
So painful.
Right.
But all right, so they had a fire sale. Chris Bryant went to San Fran. So according to Chris Bryant, their general manager, what's his name?
I don't know. He's a dickhead though.
No, he actually said that like all these people that they traded, they actually went to locations that they wanted to go.
Oh, he did say that.
So Chris
Okay.
Bryant went to San Francisco because his family lives in Las Vegas, and he grew up a Giants fan. His favorite player was Barry Bonds. Like that was
Okay.
the team he wanted to be in. Craig
Okay.
Kimbrell went to the White Sox. His son or daughter is very ill and in the hospital and stuff.
Okay.
So he was in no place to be leaving the city.
Okay.
So they kept him in the city.
Okay. That was nice.
Rizzo, his family's from New York. He wanted to go back
Makes
there.
sense that he wants to go play where Babe Ruth played.
Yep, he went back there.
Uh,
Javi, he
can I tell you
guess who
something
Javi's friends with? Yeah, go ahead.
about Rizzo? I feel like Rizzo was like always supposed to be in a Yankees uniform as much as
I agree
it
with
pains
you.
me.
I gotta agree with that to some extent. Like as much
Uh,
as I love him in a Cubs
yeah, he
jersey,
was built for the Yankees.
they won the World Series, but yeah, he's Yankees blood.
Yeah, man. Him
Is
and Aaron Judge, man. Oh God.
yeah, it could be
Uh,
scary.
uh.
Could be. It's got
All
potential.
right. Yeah, I mean, we won't know about it this year because the Yankees are tanking.
So
But
Javi Baez, who's my
yeah,
favorite Cub,
yeah,
not anymore, I guess, but
yeah. Not your favorite Cub anymore,
he went to go play with everybody's favorite Indian, who is
right?
his good friend Francisco Lindor on the Mets. So like that's where he wanted to go.
Right.
That's just like the big names that they traded. They got rid of a lot of people. They did get a pretty good return though, as far as like minor league players and people
They
coming
went
up.
full Indians, man.
Yeah, they
They went
really
full
did.
Indians,
They did. I don't know if it was necessarily the right move or not. Only time will tell.
but they went full Indians, dog. That's rough, man.
You think it was the right time?
I mean, I don't know. Is there ever a right time to rip the Band-Aid off?
Yeah, I think if like your pitching or your hitting is just not there, and the other one is you can clearly see in a decline, then yeah,
Yeah. Is this so?
then
What was their situation?
I think that was their situation.
So
Just
did they have a
they
choice?
no, which
Yeah.
is why I think that like as sad as it is, I
You
do
got. You should
think
ask.
you gotta do it eventually.
You should ask Skip how he reacted when David Justice got traded from the Indians as when we
Uh,
were kids.
we'll ask him
Ask him
live
some.
on
Yeah,
the show.
yeah. And when the Indians fire sold in like '99 or some shit
Uh,
like that,
yeah, that was
ask
sad
Skip.
too.
Yeah,
That
ask
was.
Skip when. Yeah,
You know
what he
what?
did with David
I'm
Justice.
not gonna ask him on the show because I was there too, and that was
Yeah,
sad.
he's not thrilled. Let's
That
put it
was
that way.
sad.
He's not a happy camper.
All right. Well, speaking of the Indians,
Right.
um, name change. Go ahead, man.
So they're gonna be the Guardians now. What do you
Excuse
think about
me.
the Guardians? Yeah.
Let me just cough off that spider. Um, I like Guardians better than spiders.
I don't mind it.
I like
It
the
doesn't
meaning. I
bother
like the
me.
meaning behind it.
Yeah, they're cool ass statues.
Yeah, like, I mean,
Yeah.
it's more
I
of
mean,
like
as I put
the
it this way,
keep giving you safe passage and like the whole meaning behind that and
yeah.
everything.
Can I
I
tell you
like it.
something? There's a team in San Francisco named after giants. What the fuck is a giant? Like they're the Giants? What does that have to do with
They're
baseball?
people that, well, creatures or humans or whatever that
Okay,
existed
okay. Let me take you let me take you one step
thousands
further.
of years ago.
What the fuck? Two other points. There are teams named after socks.
Yep,
Okay, which is ridiculous.
sure as fuck is.
There are teams named after Dodgers. What the fuck is a Dodger?
I'm not sure.
What is a Padre?
A dad?
The fathers?
Yeah, the
They're
fathers.
the fathers.
See,
Okay. Yeah.
Senior.
Okay. All right. So they're the fathers, the San Francisco fathers.
San Diego fathers.
The San Diego fathers, right?
See.
The San Francisco Giants. Okay. The Rockies, I mean, that makes sense. You know, they're over
Yeah,
there.
that's
Diamondbacks makes
super
sense.
original. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. That's great.
Rockies. Yeah.
It's stupid. It's dumb. The Guardians are. The point is there's some pretty fucking
There's
terrible.
a lot of terrible, dumb names that everybody
Right.
overlooks. And
Right.
just because it's a change that is new, more attention will go to it. But really, truth be told, it's not that bad of a name. I really don't think so.
Marlins have a horrible name.
Yeah, I mean that makes sense.
They're the fish. Ugh.
For whatever reason, us as humans like the names of our professional sports teams to match the cities and whatever. Like it's
Well, the Guardians match
the whole
Cleveland. I don't know
thing.
what else they want from them.
I don't know.
Skip hates the name, by the way.
I know he
Hates
does. I know
Hates
he does. His whole family does. And it's okay. Everybody's entitled to their opinions.
Shout out to our socialist teacher who will be able to go to the games again because they were called the Indians.
Yeah. How about that?
No names, please. But
yeah, how about that?
Yeah, he can finally, after 30 years, go to a Guardians game.
Right? That'd be nice.
Motherfucker will be in the front row. All right.
Man, I can't imagine being that dedicated to anything.
Jesus Christ.
Except for my daughter, I can't imagine being dedicated.
I don't know, man. Like I eat Ben and Jerry's and Chick-fil-A, and apparently I'm a bad person.
There's two sides to every story.
All right, moving on to the Bulls. Man. So I got some questions for you on the Bulls. They got
hit me.
Some big signings. They got Alex Caruso and Lonzo Ball today. Are you sad or are you happy?
I'm psyched, man.
Okay,
I'm psyched.
Are you psyched?
All right, so you got Zach LaVine, Nikolai Vukovic. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Lauri Markkanen.
Yeah.
Lonzo Ball. Alex Caruso.
Man, Lonzo Ball got passed around more than a Kardashian lately.
Like they got a team, man. They got a squad. They lost Satoransky, Garrett Temple, and maybe somebody else. Not sure.
I don't know, man. Lonzo Ball is a big question mark.
I don't know. I think that they'll be good.
I don't know. I'm not a big fan of the Ball family.
I don't know. We'll see. I think they'll be all right though.
I'm surprised that he didn't stay in New Orleans with Zion, but that must mean Zion's pretty fucking unhappy in New Orleans.
Yeah, I'm not sure what the fuck's gonna happen in New Orleans. That's a whole different situation. But yeah, I'm very psyched for the Bulls though. All
right. Another big news in the basketball arena: Russell Westbrook got traded to the LA Lakers. Are you a buyer or seller on the Lakers?
Sell all motherfucking day. Sell that shit.
I think they're gonna win the title.
Nope. I will take.
Yep.
I will happily take the field on that.
Okay.
Happily.
All right. We'll take $1.
You're on. It's a bet.
Okay. It's a bet.
Happily,
you can put on the $6 that you owe me.
Yep. Perfect.
On your tab. Okay.
It's perfect.
Yeah. He owes me $6, everyone, just so you know.
For Grateful Dead stickers.
Stickers, right. Yeah.
Yep.
It's very important.
It is. It absolutely is.
I think Russell Westbrook. Can I tell you why I'm a buyer on this?
Yeah. I want to hear your reasoning because my reasoning, I feel is pretty obvious.
Okay, so my reasoning is that I think a big part of LeBron's issues is that he has to be the primary ball handler a lot of the time. Yeah. And it really drains him to constantly be the ball handler, and he can't come out of important games a lot. So I think that the ability to have Russell Westbrook come in and handle the ball and take some of that pressure off and let LeBron play off the ball a little bit more. And Russell Westbrook is a fucking triple-double machine. So, I think that the two of them will also, their ability to rebound will take some of the pressure off of Anthony Davis too. So he won't be as jumping up as much. His body won't take a pounding throughout the season. So I think all around the fact they have another superstar, especially someone who's so in their prime right now, and just his physical freak ability kind of takes a lot of the physical pressure off both Anthony Davis and LeBron. And I just think they're just. And I know what you're going to say, that they all need the ball in their hand. Well, LeBron and Russell both need the ball in their hands, but I think that LeBron can now a little bit more. He can play a little bit more of a shooter later in his career. So I don't necessarily know if that's necessarily like the case, because I think he could play shooting guard if you need him to.
All
But
right.
I'll let you have your rebuttal.
All right. So I actually agree with everything that you just said. Those are all extremely good points. I really do agree with all of those. I'm a big fan of Russ. I think he's like one of the best point guards since Oscar Robertson, like just plain and simple.
Yeah,
Like
they got the
I
second coming of
really do
Magic
keep it
Johnson. That's
that
what they got.
simple.
He's literally the second coming of Magic Johnson. That's what I feel like.
I think you addressed exactly what I was going to say, is that Russ and LeBron both need the ball in their hands. They both have to be the facilitator, and that's where they're going to run into an issue. The other thing is LeBron is getting older. Westbrook is very, very, very reliable, I think. Like maybe the most
So
reliable
here's
player in the NBA. Anthony Davis, injury prone. Who else do they have?
so here's my question to you.
Like,
If LeBron can play more off the ball,
yeah,
okay,
that's what
and
he's going to have to
play
do.
to do, okay, so if LeBron can play more of like what D Wade did for him when they partnered up together all those years ago,
Well,
because D Wade was the facilitator, and then he played more off the ball when it's true he did,
yeah.
and so if LeBron can, and I'm telling you, LeBron is a much better shooter now than he used to be. A lot better. He's a fantastic 3-point shooter now. So I think they might be okay with that.
He's a decent shooter now. But let me
He's
ask
got a
you
good mid-range game, dude.
let
He
me
really does.
yeah,
And that's
mid-range
easier
game,
for him.
yes.
And that's easier on his body too, man. Think about that. If he can
I
play more of a
agree.
mid-range game, I mean, there could be like, it could be a huge thing for them.
I don't disagree with that, but I don't know who else they have on their team.
Oh, dude, they can get people on veteran minimums and shit like that. They'll put pieces
And
around them. They always
so
do that kind of shit.
all right, so let me ask you
Okay,
two rebuttal questions.
sure.
Has LeBron ever in his career played second fiddle, even when he had Kyrie, who would probably be seen as better than Westbrook, right?
I
And
don't know if I
then
put Kyrie Irving better than Russell Westbrook. They're different situations. It's difficult to say that. They're different kind of players.
okay,
I would say yes, and he did so in the championship game because he told Ty Lue to draw up the last shot that Kyrie hit for the three, because he wanted Kyrie to take the shot, not him. So he's okay with playing second fiddle. I feel like LeBron
you
is the kind of
think for a
person.
whole season he's okay playing second fiddle?
I didn't say playing second fiddle for a whole season, but maybe him and Russell have a way to figure it out where they can kind of work together. I don't think
All
LeBron
right.
is against doing that.
Then let me ask you my second question.
Sure.
Whose team is it?
I mean, it's LeBron James's team.
All right, well, there's the issue.
But Russell's excited. You don't think Russell knows that though?
Oh, I'm sure he does. But Russell also played with Kevin Durant
Durant, right?
and played
Yeah,
with other great players. He's
sure.
played with Harden. He's played in great duos and trios, and
Can I be honest with
he's
you? I
still
don't think it's
averaged a
LeBron's
triple
team.
double.
Can I tell you something? I don't know if it's necessarily LeBron's team. I think at this point it might be AD's team even. I mean, Anthony Davis
That's even
is.
worse. That's even
Yeah,
worse.
I don't know. I don't
That's
know,
even
man.
worse.
Well, listen, we'll see how it goes. Listen. Can I tell you something? I think Russell Westbrook knows he's an opportunity to win a championship with LeBron and Anthony Davis if they can all
Yeah.
stay healthy, and is willing to do
No,
whatever it
yeah,
takes.
they
So we'll see how
definitely
it
have
goes.
a good chance.
Yeah,
I'm not
yeah.
dismissing that, but I would definitely take the field over just them.
All right. So we'll see how it goes. All right. Some more stuff. Why don't you run us down quickly and
Um,
we'll kind of go through all this shit.
okay. Kyle Lowry has signed with Miami. I think it was like a $90 million deal.
Yeah.
They also re-signed Duncan Robinson. Well, no, Duncan Robinson was a $90 million deal.
Okay.
I'm so happy Duncan Robinson got paid.
Yeah.
Undrafted. Shout out. Hell yeah.
Hmm.
He also does a podcast. I didn't realize that till today.
Okay.
Jimmy Butler signing a max deal in Miami. They could be decently scary next year. Kyle Lowry's
Yeah.
got that veteran leadership they've been needing, but they did trade
Yeah.
Goran Dragic for him. So that's kind of a decent piece to be sending away back. But
I'm
that's
sad that
okay though.
Lowry's leaving Toronto. He was in there for a long
Yeah,
time.
that whole team is pretty much falling apart now. So
Where's Siakam? Is he still on that team?
I'm not 100% positive actually.
If I was someone, I'd be trying to get Pascal Siakam. That's a good piece.
Yeah, he is. Absolutely is.
All right.
CP3 stays in Phoenix. He got like 43 or 49 million or something for the 1 year.
Jesus. It's
So like
crazy.
why would but like he ended up signing a 4 year deal, I think it was actually, which I didn't see him doing anything long term like that. So he did sign a 4 year
He
deal.
wants to play with Devin Booker.
Yeah, he's excited. So taking that money and running.
It's
They
got to go through
also
Russell Westbrook. It's funny how everyone's staying out of the West now. That LeBron is, like everyone except for him,
they're
is
not
staying out of the
staying out
West.
of the West. Who's staying out of the West?
Well, oh, I was gonna say, never mind. I got confused. Sorry.
Um, the Suns also re-signed Cameron Payne, so like they'll be bringing back most of their team that went to the finals.
Okay.
Jared Allen stays in Cleveland. You think
100,
so?
$100 million over 5 years.
Here's your hot take. Hit me.
Yeah, my hot take is I think Jared Allen and Evan Mobley, who was the number 3 draft pick in the first round for the Cavs, have the potential to be Duncan Robinson and Tim Duncan 2.0. Now, let me be very clear about that. The potential to be Tim Robinson and or Robinson and Tim Duncan 2.0. So we'll see the Twin Towers. So we'll see. I don't know.
That is a very hot take. I'll have to see it to believe it for a while before I really believe
No, I
that.
said, and let me be
Yeah,
clear. I said the potential. I didn't
yeah.
say that they
I
were
know.
going to be.
I know.
Yeah. Okay.
You
All right.
absolutely did.
Okay.
Um, The Hawks re-signed Trae Young to a max deal. Jazz re-signed Mike Conley. The Knicks re-signed Nerlens Noel, Alex Burks, and D Rose. Those are all good signings for all those
Good for
teams.
them. Yeah.
Mavs signed Tim Hardaway Jr. Key piece for them.
Yeah.
Pistons signed Kelly Olynyk. Shout out to cousin Peen. He said the Pistons are going to be good.
Can I
So
say something?
we'll
Fuck
have
Kelly Olynyk. He's a dirty player.
we'll have cousin Peen elaborate on that, but I'm
Well,
curious.
I think Kelly Olynyk's a dirty fucking player.
Yeah, I don't disagree. Nuggets signed Jermichael Green and Will Barton. Pacers signed Torrey Craig and re-signed T.J. McConnell. The Bucks re-signed Bobby Portis. Those are all
That's a
just
big piece for them. I think Bobby Portis is huge.
the energy is the
He
energy
was
is
huge for
huge.
them in the playoffs.
Oh yeah, I know. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, Bobby Portis is a damn fool, but like the energy and his gameplay is good.
Shout out to Blitzham,
Yeah,
champion Blitzham,
yeah, champs.
the champs.
Um,
All
yeah,
right.
there hasn't been any more big signings yet. So
Okay, I have another question for you
hit
before we
me.
sign off.
Yeah,
Are you buying Guardians gear when it comes out?
uh, probably like at my first game, I'll probably buy like a hat or something.
I'll
I'm
order a hat
sure.
online probably. Can I say something? The logo does look like shit. With the
Yeah,
baseball
they
and the
might
G's, it
need to
looks like
to
shit.
rework things.
Yeah, a little bit. The name,
Um,
I like how they basically try to keep the name looking like Indians, but change it to Guardians, which is just
yeah,
like they wanted
they
to keep everything as close to the possible as they could
they
without
really
changing it too much.
tried to not piss as many people off as
People
they
off.
could.
I know.
And
And yet Skip is
whoo,
still
did that
outraged.
backfire?
Yeah, they pissed off Skip majorly.
Oh, a lot more people than just Skip, but yeah.
What you think the Spiders would have been better?
I think that anybody who's mad about the name change would have been mad about the name change no matter what it was.
Yeah, I think if you were pissed that they were changing it from the Indians, you were going to be pissed that they were changing it from the Indians.
Yep. So
Yeah.
I will leave that at that. I have one question for you.
Yeah.
Are you excited for the Suicide Squad movie?
Yeah, it comes out what this week?
Yeah, so we will be reviewing that on the next episode. That will be our
Oh,
first nerd out in like 2 weeks now, 3 weeks.
right. Right. Yeah, we might be coming at you guys a little bit later next week, but we will come at you guys and
Uh
hit you guys up.
after conversation.
Right, yeah. So, all right, folks, let's take us on out of
All
here.
right,
All sports and
everybody.
all business
You
this
guys
week.
all know
So,
where to find us on YouTube, Podbean, Apple, Spotify, TuneIn. Get us at Twitter. I'm at B_weird1. Oh, it's ONE spelled out. He is at Atrocitus Rex. It is ATROCITUSREX. National Suicide Prevention Lifeline 1-800-273-8255. National Addiction Helpline 1-800-662-4357. Thank you, everybody. I know it was a little bit of a long week. Appreciate you. Hope everybody enjoys. Thank God football is back. Peace.
go Guardians.